Hello and welcome back. Thanks for joining me again today. It's Jackie from White Raven Creatives on Vancouver Island, and I have something to show you guys. Look at I have this beautiful little book. Measures about 7 by 5.5, and it has a little beautiful little ribbon closure on it, and it just slips off, or you can undo it, whatever you prefer. But it's called The Beautiful Wildflowers, and it is old and embossed and sewn with like 3 pamphlet hole stitch, and it is made up of an envelope. Sorry if I'm too close. It's made of an envelope on the front and an envelope on the back, and it feels like parchment. It's been treated with some wax or oil, and it is beautiful. It's crunchy and yet it's soft. I'm going to try and show you a lot of the detail in here, just so that you can appreciate what we're really looking at here. So all of the pages are rippled and colored, and the colors are basically pinks and turquoise and tea stained, and it's a treasure. I'm sure that you're going to love looking at what we've got here up close. So there's some little flowers that have been attached, and lots of tape in here. Lots of tape that has been used to hold down. This is a little looks like a little hand painted flower picture of some calendulas, and it's covered with something that's kind of like got a little bit of a crazing look to it, a little fine craze, like in old china, and room for journaling. And here's just a little space envelope that is connected on. This is an old treasure for sure. So throughout this book, there's these little pictures of, and you see how close those are, and they're all taped and ripped and ragged around the edges. There's more tape. There's note paper. There's the jiggity, raggedy edges of the pages. There's stamping. There's embossed embroidery, doily lace. There's other embroidery, crocheted lace. And there's these beautiful little flowers that have been added on throughout that have this like a beautiful glow to them, like they're in the sunshine. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, and also behind of the pages of the little girls in the dresses that are shaped like flowers. This one is Lily. There are little cards for journaling that have been tucked in here. And these little cards are all about different kinds of seeds. And there's some old antique advertisements and bits of paper here and there that have been added on. There's a little bird that's been attached, and some lace, similar to the binding lace, and more crochet, and like a gauze that's been dyed. Just beautiful. And over here, there's another page. In here is a beautiful little verse. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. So that goes in behind this little envelope. And this little envelope has more lace and gauze and ribbon and an old safety pin. And there's tape here that's taped in more flowers on music paper. And this little envelope opens up. And you can write a note on there, or stick a piece of paper in, or another little card like that. And this is a little card that is used to keep field notes. Tells about the date and the time and the location, and what the weather was like, and the habitat and the vegetation and observations. So that is so cute, and that can either go in the envelope, and the envelope tucks in down here, or it can tuck in the back of this pocket. More beautiful curled up pages. And this book feels so old, like it was made many, many years ago by somebody that liked to do arts and crafts and keep their little notes in a book. And some of their memories. Here's a little picture of a little boy in a slide card, and taped in, more tape. Here's more of those little flowers that are taped in a little page that's got some printing on here, and a little bird. And here's another one of these little girl flowers, and there's little poems that go here, but it's quite faded. It's very hard to read, but it's again another picture that's very worn, very well worn. This little girl is fuchsia, and there's more of this beautiful embossed doily, and music paper, and a little flower taped in. And on this page, sorry if I'm wiggling too much, I'm just trying to get it close so you can see. On this page, there's more of that ribbon. There's buttons, the same as buttons over here. Little gauze, little ribbon, little bits everywhere. And there's a little pocket here. A little label, a Botanical Society label. A little crochet, and a little pocket that's pretty ratted up too. And there's a couple of little pages in here. There's an old little mini bill. Here's another one of those seed package cards. Whoopsie. It's from the seed package, and the color matches very nicely with that page. And in here is a little package of seeds. So those will go in my garden in the spring. It's a couple more weeks when it's warmer. I can get those out. Scatter seeds of kindness. So that's nice. Very nice. And then here, another big tuck spot with some an old piece of ephemera of some sort about pins, in a container for pins. And more ribbon and some little beads and some more of that blue gauze. And not a safety, paper clip on there. That comes off, and inside is another little hand-drawn picture of some flowers. And that's very cool. So that goes in there. Just mark that there for me. And on this side, it says field notes. And again, the pages are very... This little bird has a fly or something, like kind of a bug in his beak. Another little label there. And a dictionary definition of flower has been pasted on there and taped. Lots of tape throughout. This book has been saved, I think, or well, anyway, a lot of tape was used to put these pieces into the book, and makes it look... Oh, there's some more ripped up pages. And there's the layering. And there's a little bird identification of parts, and space for notes. And another one of these little hand-painted flowers, and with some notes on the side, how it was done. And it's got, again, that feeling. And it's got that crazing on it a little bit. And in a little pocket over on this side. Maybe I'll just get a little closer there. I'll bring you up if I need to for anything in particular. So another little seed package card. And some bits that have been glued in. And another little envelope here that's on by a paper clip, and there's some items inside here, and another little seed package card tucked inside. And that little envelope has been left open, so you can write notes on the envelope itself or just glue it. And down on this corner there's a little clasp and a little cute little flower. Oops. You see that? That's so cute. So that's been added onto there. And then this page flips over, and here's another little flower girl, and she says harebell. I'm not sure what a harebell is. But this is the center of the book, and this is where it's been sewn in. And this is like old embroidery floss or crochet silk. And some old little numbers and labels have been attached to the strings. And on the corner here is that little thing that's through on this side. And then there's another little tiny sort of pocket there. It'll be for something very small, I would imagine. Perhaps something could be tucked in there if you wanted to. And then again, there's more buttons. And those beautiful sunlit flowers that have been preserved and taped in here. And more music note paper. And here's a beautiful little hummingbird on a cute little hummingbird swing. I want one of those in my yard. And more tape. And the ribbon and crochet, lace, and another little ticket from something. And the edges, look at those edges. Aren't those just glorious? Love that. It's like it's been worn and chewed on by critters. Very old. And then it's like it's got some gold splashed on it. And a little button again. And that flips over. And on this page is another little hand-painted picture of a flower, and it has that wonderful feeling. It's been taped in, and I don't know if you can see that really well. The texture of that. So that's on there, and of course these are all flipped up. All do flip up, so notes, you can put notes there. And on this little page, this little girl is called Pansy. I'm not sure why she's called Pansy. Nothing about her looks like a pansy to me, but that's the pansy flower girl. And there's a little poem there. And they're all very weird poems. They don't even make sense, but I guess that's the old English. Anyway, there's a button, and there's a little piece of a ticket of some sort in the back up there, tucked in, glued in, some more of gauzy material, and then another little seed package, which goes so nicely with the colors. And there's the edges of that, and that little one tucks right in there. More tape. And goodness. And this one page flips over, and there's just a nice big pocket here. A nice big pocket. It's got some trim on it. A little botanical label again. There's some little bits of a little bingo card and a couple of seed packet cards on there that are in this little pocket. So that's very cute. On this side, just lots of room for keeping notes. Another one of those flowers that has been taped on. And a little bug here. This page is another one of those hand-painted, crazed, kind of finely crazed. Flips up. And these are added in with tape. Room for journaling here. And this page here is a little fella, Crocus and Snowdrop. So that must be the crocus, and that's the snowdrop, little white. And more of the similar things on the page. Music notes, buttons, gauze, this beautiful embossed paper, like a doily, and some more pages that have been like a paper lace, and a little old safety pin. Very old. And that beautiful. And this page, there's a little girl called Blush Rose, I think it is. And there's a little card in here, and another seed packet card, and another little, just a little piece of paper that's stuck in here. That would be for other little notes, I guess. And then there's more of the these little beads and that gauzy material in the blue and the green. And there's a little butterfly she's looking up at. And on this page is a bird. Another bird that's been taped or glued in. And the alphabet. And some beautiful, beautiful paper here. That's been... And it has this corner is ripped out. And what's showing is from behind is on this page is a little bit of that ribbon again with an old safety pin. And another little page about birds. The goldfinch has been taped in here on this page. There's another one of those gorgeous little sunlit flowers. It's got sunlight, but it's also got blues and greens and other colors that are similar from the page. It says figure 1. And back on this page, we have a little girl. It's called Violet. And it's got a little butterfly down here she's looking at. And another little ticket. And again, these are all very ragged and curled and ripped. And it's like they've been saved from an old book and collected into this book. And another page here. This butterfly feels so beautifully soft. These are taped in. There's another little shiny flower, sunlit, taped in. Music paper, different colors of ink. And another little piece of one of those button flowers that's been put in here. There's a little idea to make more flowers out of craft items. And a little girl here is Forget-Me-Not. Isn't she cute? This all curled up here. All curled, all edged, all browned. Ripped edges. More little tickets and more of that beautiful, beautiful embossed paper. And that one's in a beautiful, beautiful blue. And this little seed packet card. That sticks in there. I think it went in there. Yeah. So that's that. And then here, getting down to this little girl is Holly. And she has holly. And there's some red gauze and a little bit of that ribbon again. More of that and more lace and another flower taped in. Another little pocket. Seed package, card, and a little bird peeking up there. And that lives in there. And on this page, there's another envelope here. Nice, beautiful paper on this page for notes. And that flips down and opens, and in here we have another one that's been drawn and another little piece of paper, and those just live in there. And that again can be glued or it can be just put up to there. And there's our last page. And look at all that goodness there. And the colors are so warm and beautiful. Browns with little pops of color here and there. This says memories. That's been taped on, and a little butterfly. And the little butterfly flips up. And this flips down. And there's another little card with a painting for hibiscus. These ones don't have the feel on them. They've just been drawn and colored, but they haven't been glazed. So that, oops, that will go back in here, and that tucks in there. And then here is the back, and this is another envelope. And maybe I'll stick the seeds in there. And that's the flap. So that flap can just tuck in under here, like so. Or you could bring it to the front if you wanted to snug it all in together. And it's got the same colors, the grays. And the little nameplate has got some scratching on there of some sort. A book plate. And a ticket. Not a ticket, a little label of some sort there. And there is a space I found here. So that can put something in there. And anyway, so I'll just go through it a little bit page by page now, so that you can see just what it is without me getting too close up on everything again. And you can see all the pages as they do their layout. So this little book is about well, maybe an inch or so by the time it stands open. If it nearly 2 inches without its ribbon on, but you can squeeze that down. But on its own, it's about 2 inches tall, just standing there to there. So look at that. So I'll show you the flip through here of beginning to end of pages. Oh, there's a little label on here that says a dictionary identification again. This one says blossom. And in here, there is some paper and another little card with a bunch of flowers on it, a bunch of bouquets, and some paper, some old paper. Feels really cool. It's very sort of like vellum, but not quite. But it's paper. And there's this little like a negative slide of a flower silhouette. So there's the pages. Little tails coming up. And excuse me. Yeah. Old pins, old safety pins, and beads, gauze. There's that little ripped out page here, and that little piece on the corner here of ribbon, and an antique trying to get that just right with the light, and a little safety pin. So yeah, lots of room. There's room for notes. You can squeeze some little notes in if you wanted to add to what's going on in this little bit here. And that's that. So there you go. I hope you like it. I appreciate any comments. And if you like what I do, you could subscribe by hitting the subscribe button, and hitting the bell if you want to receive notification for other things that I create and upload here to YouTube. Okay, thanks again for your time. I hope everyone is doing well and looking forward to spring and the flowers in their garden. And this is again White Raven, the book rook on Vancouver Island, saying take care, and we'll see you next video. Thanks for joining me.